Hey guys, it's Outrageous Cat with GameFi Crossing. As many of you know, I've been into this project for some time, but only just recently got into a role where I had access to some of the inner workings. Let me tell you, it's pretty amazing. When I first heard about Harmons, the 3D animated characters under development at GFX, I was intrigued because nothing on Harmony included this kind of artwork. Now that I'm involved in management of the project, I can see some of the hard work that it takes to get these creatures from concept to interaction. I thought you might like a behind the scenes look. I spoke with our lead artist, Splat, and one of our 3D artists, Genio, to get a sense of the journey these characters travel. Here's a quick takeaway. Characters start as concept art, with Splat being the key source of inspiration. As the project grows, though, and as all the artists become more in tune with each other, the creative juices really get flowing and ideas come from all angles. Splat has an amazing number of characters and attributes in his mind's eye and has been working with the team to develop multiple levels of form and content. From his original sketches and planning sheets, Splat assigns various creatures to our stable of artists for development, in this case Genio, who is working on the dragon model. Genio starts with blocking and shapes and multiple reviews with Splat to be sure they're headed in the right direction. Once the concept is fleshed out, Genio continues the work in ZBrush for sculpting and shape and form development. From the sculpting phase, the retopo is developed, allowing the skin of the creature to be colored, shadowed, and animated in the future. Once the retopo is complete and the creature is basically reduced to a series of polygons, the UVs are developed. Essentially, UVs function similarly to how you might take a globe and lay the surface out flat on a table. The entire exterior of the creature is reduced to skin components that can be colored independently and fit back together like a puzzle. Once the UVs are complete, the project is imported into Substance 3D where it's colored and textured. After each UV is colored and textured, the model is again returned to Maya for rendering, which basically takes all of the shapes and colors and stitches them back together. It's hard to imagine, but even after all this work, at this point the work still isn't complete. While the shape, style, and coloration has been completed, the model is still more or less a lump of clay. It doesn't actually move, even though we can turn it and look at it from any direction. The next steps are rigging and animation. Rigging basically establishes the structural framework, the joints, bones, and mass that underlie the skin. The artist has to determine where these components will be and how they will interact with each other. For example, does the knee bend forward like a human or backwards like a bird? In this case, Genio has provided the dragon with more than 30 joints that can move simultaneously or independently. Here, Genio was able to provide me with a very quick and simple animation of the dragon. Now consider that this dragon will have to be able to walk, jump, interact, and fight, and you can get a sense of why these creatures take as long to develop as they do. From concept to animation can take 3 to 5 people more than 30 hours for each creature to be completed. There are more than 75 Harmon in various stages of development by our artists at this point in time. And beyond this, our developers are crafting contracts to govern their interactions, the strength of their attributes versus one another, ranking, compensation, and many other things. Once I learned more about the entire process, my exclamation changed from when to wow. This project is kicking ass. Join us.